The learners, listeners, students all over the world. For our Today Economics online class, we shall be concentrating on the attributes or features of economics. Now, you see, in some classes ago, when I started Introduction to Economics, I inclined that there are some inclusions of Introduction to Economics, where I mentioned the etymology of economics, I mentioned definitions of economics, and I also mentioned reasons or reasons why we study economics. Are you with me? Now, the features of economics. We discover the features of economics from a particular general and the most acceptable definitions of economics of all time, from that was being championed by Lionel Robbins of 1932. He says, and I quote, that economics may be defined as a social science that study human behavior in relationship with end and scarce means which have an alternative uses. Now, the summary of these exegesis is that economics may be defined as a social science. Yes, if we are to give the breakdown of this definition, you will discover that its definition is the most detailed definition that can stand the test of time. Now, here we go. We have features of economics. Number one, it is a social science. Yes, economics is a social science. What do we mean by social science? Social science are those sciences that deal with human interactions with their environment. Am I communicating? Example, economics is a social science, government is a social science, sociology is a social science, etc., etc. So those are examples of social science. So we also have number two as it study human behavior. Yes, economics also study human behavior. Human behavior differs due to a lot of parameters or due to a lot of reasons. Am I communicating? Now, we can say that those determinants of human behavior are the likes of parental background, environmental influence, social peer group. We also have the social media or the internet. So all these are gladiators of human behavior. So number three is that economics is a study that studies humans' ends. Now, when we mention the word ends in economics means wants and needs. Wants and needs. Our wants and needs are numerous, but the resources to satisfy those wants and needs are limited. That has been the essence, or that has been the reason for a particular contest in economics called Basic Problems of Economics. The likes of what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce, efficient use of resources, and allocation of scarce resources. Are you with me? So it is a kind of study that observes human ends. Is that taken? And when I mention ends, I am indicating at wants and needs. In my class, or in some classes ago, I've discussed about basic concept of economics, where I mentioned choice, ends, scarcity, etc., etc. So wants and needs. Wants indicate necessary items that aid human living, and needs indicate compulsory items that human beings cannot do without. Example, we have shelter, food, and clothing. So number four feature of economics is that it is a study of choice. Yes, economics is a study of choice. Are you listening? Yes, it's a kind of study that teaches us how to decide our choice. So, and another features of economics, which is number four features of economics, is that economics is also a study of scarcity. It study scarcity. That is how you can apply economics principles in order to conquer scarcity. Yes, economics study that as well. It teaches us how to apply its principles for us to conquer, or for us to wage against scarcity. You need to work in accordance to what you have in hand. You shouldn't bite more than you can chew. So that has been the essence of economics as a subject matter. So, and we also have another feature of economics, such as it is a study that teaches alternative uses. Yes, it's a study that teaches what alternative uses. And when I mention alternative uses, it has to do with those goods or commodities that we can use in diverse ways or in different ways. So that is called alternative uses. Is that taken? So that is that for that. That is for the futures. And we also have why we study economics. Let me just include this. So we study economics for a lot of reasons. Number one, why we should study economics. Number one is that it enables us to choose prudently. Yes, the study of economics enables us to choose prudently. Number two, the study of economics enables us to manage our scarce resources. Yes, it enables us to manage our scarce resources because our resources at hand are limited. Number three, the study of economics enables us to project towards the future. Yes, it enables you to plan towards the future. Am I communicating? So number four is that the study of economics enables us to have the knowledge of the past economy. Yes, it enables us to have the knowledge of the past economy. Number five is that economics, or the study of economics, enable our policymakers to formulate logical policies, logical assumptions or hypotheses that can help to foster economic growth and development. So, and number six is that the study of economics teaches us how to choose wisely. Yes, it is a study of choice. Am I communicating? So it also enables an individual to produce goods and services. Yes, you will know how to produce goods and services. And also the study of economics also enables the firm to maximize profits. Yes, economics enable the firm to maximize profit. The word maximization of profits has to do with you using little cost to secure an humongous profit. Is that taken? And that has been the prayer of those firms or of those producers respectively. So those are the reasons why we study economics. Though we have a lot of reasons why we study economics, but I just summarize those reasons why we study economics for us. So economics is very, very crucial in our daily life. If you fail to adopt the policy or the principles of economics in your daily life, you will end up regretting your daily life or your existence. So that is how it is. So I would like to stop here. For questions, observations, and comments, feel free to connect me via my Gmail, juliusoluwaseun@78@gmail.com. So thanks a lot. I appreciate your listening ears. I remain your educator Oluwaseun. Thanks a lot. Thank you.